Hello and welcome to my little bookish corner of the internet. My name's Harriet. Today I thought I'd bring you along on another reading vlog, although to start with, me and my partner are going to be walking around our local area. So I thought it'd be really nice to share with you kind of what we have near where he lives and the natural area that we are so lucky to live by. So I'm going to take you along and then I will be reading later. I've got two books on the go at the moment, so I'm reading Mansfield Park by Jane Austen, and that is a buddy read with Rachel. I'll leave her channel link down below. She is just so lovely. And then I am also currently reading The Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula Le Guin, and I am loving it. I'm so happy to be reading her writing again, so I'll definitely bring you along on this little journey, and then I will show you the books that I'm going to be reading later as well. So let's go. It's so lovely around this area. So we've got this really old stone bridge, which sometimes you see people go underneath. We actually saw some swimmers, but I didn't want to get them in the video in case they didn't want to be in a video. I didn't know who they were, but yeah, they were just swimming.
Say hello. It's a lovely windy day here in Cambridgeshire. Going for a bit of a countryside stroll.
And then I'm going to read later. Are you going to read as well? Or?
I'm going to read Be a Wolf.
Ooh,
Yeah,
fancy.
translated by J.R.R. Tolkien.
I've got him into Tolkien. One day he'll read Lord of the Rings, but not today, not today.
One day.
It's so nice to walk around this area next to the lake, and then it takes you through all of these different kind of foresty paths, and you see all the autumn leaves on the ground, and just listening to the birds and the wind. It was just so lovely, and it did make me feel super grounded, which I have been feeling at the moment. I think because I'm making myself feel it. I've not been having the best time, if I'm going to be honest with you all. I've got a lot on my mind, so it was nice to just go out for a walk and experience the change in the seasons, which I can definitely feel now. Even when the sun is out, it's not as hot as what it was before, and you can feel that autumn weather coming in, which is really lovely. And I do always feel my best in autumn and sometimes in winter. I like the cold, but generally my mood does tend to dip a little bit. We just walked down this forest path and we saw this little boat. So my partner and I are thinking about getting a narrowboat to live on, and we've been talking about it for a couple of weeks now, maybe a month, on and off. And then we saw this one and it was almost like a sign, because that day I really decided that that was when I wanted to... It's going to be our house!
Yeah, it is. Nice one, too.
That's just so exciting. I'm really excited about it. So that narrowboat was just tootling along the river, and the weather was so beautiful. So we kept walking, we went under this little railway bridge. So that railway track is actually in use, and we did get to see a little train go by. It was kind of like a driver experience thing. So we sat and had some cake and some tea and got to see that. Okay, so we just got back from our little walk and we've had some lunch, and now we're gonna sit in the garden. Callum is gonna be actually writing down some ideas for a book that he's writing, which is really exciting, and I'm gonna be reading my 2 books. Okay, so I'm on page 490 of Mansfield Park. I'm gonna read the 3 chapters, and then I'll have 3 more chapters after that and I'll be finished. And then I've just started this, which is The Left Hand of Darkness. I am on page 49 and I'm just going to see how much I can read. Okay, so I just finished the 3 chapters that I had to read for my buddy read of Mansfield Park by Jane Austen. This just isn't my favourite book ever. It's not bad in any way, shape or form. I think it is quite an easy read, but it's just really long and not a lot happens. We're basically following someone called Fanny, so Fanny Price, and she's taken in by her aunt and uncle to have a little bit of a better life. And she's going to be raised up to be like a proper little lady, and it's following her and the attachment that she gets towards her cousin Edmund, and then his attachment to someone else and how she kind of deals with that. And just not a lot happens. It doesn't seem to be as romantic and as gossipy and as witty as things like Pride and Prejudice, so it's just not really doing it for me. I've only got 3 chapters left until I finish it, and if it keeps going the way that it does, I think it's going to be a 2.5 star read for me. Not the best ever, not my favourite classic, and not my favourite Austen either, but I know some people do love it. I'm not going to be doing like a separate review for this or anything. This is basically my review for it. But yeah, I am left feeling a little bit disappointed, but I am still happy that I read it. And then an update on The Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula Le Guin. I am about a third of the way through now, and things are starting to make a bit more sense. When I first started the book, I literally had no idea what was going on. Le Guin is very good at leaving you wanting more from the first couple chapters, and then eventually she will kind of write about everything that's happening, and she'll explain why the characters are the way they are, and like different races and things like that, because this is a science fiction novel, so there's some stuff in here that obviously would not happen. But it does focus a lot more on character development, and there's a little bit of seemingly a romance in here, which is very interesting. And there's also some kind of like fantastical elements as well, which I really wasn't expecting. Now obviously Le Guin is one of my favourite authors, so I thought I was going to enjoy this one, and I genuinely am really loving it so far. So I might read some more today, but we are actually going to be watching through Game of Thrones. We're still on season 2, it's a rewatch for us. But after reading these Song of Ice and Fire books, obviously I've got one left that's split into 2 books, but I just really want to rewatch the series so badly, and I mean the soundtrack is amazing, so yeah, I think we're going to do that with our evening. So I'm going to leave the vlog here, but thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below if you thought it was good, and let me know your favourite places to walk in your local area as well. But that is it from me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!